Damn. My YouTube page and website are just awesome. Oh my god! I have to take a piss! What the... What happened? Yes, I'm trying to show the machine. Thank you. So apparently the drainage pipe was over there, it burst, all the water came this way and pooled all in here and basically went down the walls, which is why I was seeing water coming out of there, down that wall, which is why there was water pooling in the walk-in closets, and especially all out here was soaked. You can see where the little blue pieces of tape are. Apparently they used a meter that measures moisture in the walls. So they were able to determine where the water was coming from and mark it. So I guess they're going to cut into those particular walls and do some work. So basically here's what we're having done. Obviously all this is being fixed. Well, like the insulation, the piping will be fixed and the insulation will be put back in. Alright. In the process, getting my bathroom fan replaced because it's been kaput for ages. Also in the process, getting a new tap, faucet for the faucet unit for the kitchen sink. Because this one's been leaking and dripping and, you know, look at this. You can't turn it off properly because it hits the wall. So yeah, basically getting that replaced because it's too old and it leaks, and yeah, it's just been falling apart for ages. I put in work requests like crazy for this with the old management and they did nothing. They didn't even come by and look at it. So the new one is just doing a great job, and they're basically going to be replacing that and getting it all fixed up. So awesome. So what exactly happened, you're probably wondering? Well, the whole thing occurred over the course of a few days. I noticed some water in the hall, I don't know, about a week ago, and I thought it was Rosie spilling her water, because she has a little water cup that sometimes she knocks over, and for a little while there she liked to pour it into other cups and play with the water and put things in the water. It was all water, 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 so there was water all over the place all the time. She has since, you know, learned not to do that and such. So I saw all this water in the hallway and I thought, like, what the heck?
Rosie, what did you do? But it wasn't Rosie, it was the aforementioned drainage pipe leaking all over the place. It happened sort of progressively over the course of several days. I mean, there was a little bit of water for a while, and then it would dry up, and then there would be a little bit of water again, and then it would dry up. And I just had no idea where it was coming from. And then one day, I heard the neighbors upstairs draining their bathtub, and suddenly there was water everywhere. It was filling the bathroom floor, and it was leaking into the walk-in closet, and it was leaking into the hallway and everything. So all surrounding the bathroom was wet. So obviously when that happened, it was clear there was something seriously wrong that needed to be fixed pronto. So I immediately called the manager. He rushed over here, checked it out, took a look. He thought it was actually the hot water tank that had burst, because there was some water in the hot water tank. And I tried to explain to him. I said, well, actually there's, I'm seeing some water dripping down the walls as well. I don't think that's the hot water tank. Well, anyway, long and short of it is, the next day, the carpet cleaner guys came by and used a special wet vac, basically, to suck the water up out of the carpet. They cleaned the carpets, and then the hot water tank guy came by and gave us a new hot water tank. So, great, we got a brand new hot water tank. So then a couple days later, I decided to have a shower, and I guess the neighbors heard me showering, and it inspired them to bathe as well. So I finished my shower, stepped out of the shower, and lo and behold, there was water all over the floor again. And I could hear, again, the bathtub upstairs draining. This time it was worse. There was more water. There was bubbles appearing in the ceiling where the water was so heavy it was causing, water bubbles along. You know how, like, when paint is trying to contain water, it gets all kind of thing? Yeah, well, there was a bunch of those on the ceiling, so it was obviously in the ceiling. So I called the manager again and said, yeah, it's doing it again. You might want to come and check it out. So, yeah. So anyway, he called the guys over, and they determined it was actually the drainage pipe. And Rosie and I basically, once everything was sort of in motion, Rosie and I went out to, actually Annetta, Rosie, and I all went for a nice family dinner. No, we're not back together. It was just a nice family dinner with, Rosie and her mommy and daddy. And I had a $50 gift card for one of the local restaurants, so we went there and had a nice dinner. So while we were out having dinner, they were working in the bathroom, and the carpet cleaning guys came to sort of assess the situation and stuff like that. It was just a whole bunch of chaos. Also in the process, I told the manager about my kitchen faucet. Yeah, lots of fun. So we come home from dinner, and I hear this roaring fan sound coming from in my apartment. I'm like, oh, what the heck is going on? Maybe they're still working. I mean, it was, getting on to like 7 o'clock at night by this point. I thought, wow, are they still plugging away at it? So I went in. There was nobody there. There was all those industrial fans that I just showed you, and the big dehumidifier and everything. They've since come back and added another unit, which is actually an air filtration unit, because one of the things they need to check for is asbestos. So there might be asbestos in the insulation. They're pretty sure there isn't, but because this was built after sort of asbestos was banned. But you never know. You never know. So they put that there as a precaution. Also, not just for that, but also because of the mold and whatnot that is now exposed because they took out that big chunk of ceiling. So anyway, they weren't able to do any work over the weekend, and besides, the carpet needed to be dried anyway, so you can hear the fans roaring away in the background. They're actually going to be fixing everything tomorrow and or Tuesday. So hopefully by Tuesday, everything will be back to normal. And actually better than it was to begin with. I'll have a new kitchen faucet. That at least I should have tomorrow. New ceiling fan, new hot water tank, and clean carpets. What a way to start the new year. Man. In case you're wondering about the big pile of boxes and stuff in my bedroom, a lot of that is from the walk-in closet. The walk-in closet is where I keep my comic book collection. I'll just let you all cringe for a moment. Rest assured, nothing was damaged. I managed to pull the comic books out before the water got to them. A little bit at the bottom of one of the boxes got a little tiny bit of water, but nothing was damaged. Everything's cool, everything's fine. Thank God. This is actually the second time my comics have been in a flood. Back in the 80s, when I was really hardcore into collecting, again, they were in a storage room with a water pipe that went over top. The water pipe burst and water just poured all over my collection. Now, fortunately, this is, as I say, when I was really hardcore into collecting, so almost everything was in comic bags. So, fortunately, out of everything, I only lost a couple of comics that weren't bagged. But the rest of them, even though there was like this much water in the bottom of some of the boxes, didn't get damaged. So, definitely dodged the bullet that time with the old collection. So, this time, similarly, dodged the bullet with the old collection. As soon as I saw that water in there, I just pulled everything out that could potentially be damaged and whatnot. So, yeah, so the long, laborious process of getting it all fixed has begun. Anyway, just thought I'd do a little video about it just for, posterity's sake. Yeah. So what's up next? Well, as soon as I post this, I'm going to be hard at work editing a little thing called Video Games First Impressions. Zaranyzerak plays the Dead Space 2 demo. Oh yeah! So look forward to that next time. Basically, I'm going to post it as soon as it's done. Alright, so that may even be tonight. Probably not, though. It'll probably be in the morning. Alright. Okay, so that's it from me to you for now. We're all drowning. Drowning in our neighbor's dirty bathwater. Yeah, that's great. Alright. Talk to you next time, folks. Until then, thanks for watching. Sayonara.